Okay, this is just a short video on how you make sure that the scanner is clean before you put your work on. Okay, don't come complaining if you find there's marks on your work if you haven't checked the status of the cleanliness of the machine first. So you open the machine up and have a look and see, what kind of condition things are in inside. Okay, just be careful when you do this, and always make sure you shut it properly as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is purposely try and make the scanner dirty. Okay, so I've picked a drawing out of the waste paper bin here, and I've added lots of kind of charcoal and well, it's just really graphite here. And the hope is that some of this transfers onto the rollers that are inside the scanner. Okay, I'll just show you those just now, and then we'll look at this in more detail in a second. To view the rollers, there's a small lever at the top. You just push that to the right, and we can see inside the rollers here. And these are the ones that get covered with dirt, and this will transfer onto the next person's scan if you don't clean it in between. So let's put this through and then see if we can make this dirty, and then I'll show you how I clean this. Okay, so the scan's just going in as normal. I'm just going to start the scan now, and it should feed it in. And there's quite a bit of pressure, so it does generally tend to transfer stuff onto the wheels. So this scan's been through the machine 2 or 3 times now, and you can see what happens. When there's dirt on the rollers, we get these little kind of tire marks at the very tops of the originals. This might not show up on your one, but if you've put the dirt onto the rollers, it'll show up on the next person's. So I'm wanting to give the rollers in this middle area a bit of a clean. Okay, so this is the little latch on the very top of the scanner. Just a little click to the left, to the right, and that opens up quite easily. So it's these rollers here that are causing the problem, and you can see they're not exactly the cleanest. They're a bit of mess on those already. So we'll give those a little clean. Okay, so these are the rollers in question, and best thing I've found for cleaning these is just some baby wipes, because they've got a bit of some kind of cleaning fluid in them, and you'll hear a few beeps from the scanner as you have the lid open. It's just warning you that the lid is open. Okay, so it's if you hold on to one roller, you can use it to roll and brush at the same time. So I don't know if you can see that, but there is some dirt coming off now. It's complaining a lot, but just ignore the beeps. So try and do a full 360 on each part of the roller, and you can see there's quite a lot of dirt coming off there. So just keep doing that on the next ones. Just turn with one wheel and rub with the other one. So there's a lot of grime coming off now. Just ignore the bleeps. Okay, and you just do that for all the rollers, and nobody else can do this apart from you. There's nobody here to kind of do this for you. We'll give it a clean once in a while, but not every day. We've got rollers at the bottom as well. I'll just tilt the camera down a bit. Okay, so I've got the rollers at the bottom, so you do the same there. They get just as dirty as the ones at the top, possibly more so, because these are the ones that are actually first in contact with the paper. So again, quite a lot of dirt coming off these. Right. Baby wipes are moist, so you might need to leave it to dry for a few seconds. Okay, the other things you might want to clean are the reflectors at the bottom. These just bounce light back up through the paper, but they do, if work is double-sided, they do tend to get a bit dirty as well. So give those a clean. There's quite a bit of grime coming off those. And lastly, the actual scanners themselves. You may think they look clean, but sometimes there's lumps of blue tack stuck to them, lumps of paint, all sorts of mess. Okay, so I made that a little bit too wet there, so I'm just going to use the corner of my t-shirt to give that a little wipe. Okay, just to take the moisture off there. Okay, and that should do the job. And like I say, a little bit of moisture in there from the baby wipe, but it will soon evaporate and the machine will be ready for you to use. So shut it up carefully, make sure it's closed, and remember, you need to really do that before you put your work on. So you need to check it, make sure it's clean before you put your work in there. It's pointless doing it afterwards.